Hello, hello. Today is the 5th of July. It's going to be almost 12 p.m. here in the UK. So, another US30 analysis. Quick one, really. This is the NFP week, so we have red folders practically till Friday. So, again, just be very, very careful when trading. And if you don't really see the right setup, or you feel like you don't want to take a trade just for the sake of it. Do you guys get me? If possible, stay away from the markets. But if you do trade, then watch your risk management. So let's look at US30. So as I said, let's start from the highest time frame here. We've got monthly. So we did see a nice fall and then a structure break to the upside, and it has been kind of ranging. But within this range, let's just take a look and see what we feel. So typically, if I'm looking for buys, I would, though technically this is a small break to the upside because this was the previous after this wick. Above this wick, like you guys see, going to, so let's just mark our highs and lows. Like, do you guys know how to identify highs and lows? Let me look for my brush. Okay, so all it takes is like really two candles to form a high and a low. So here we've got an up candle and a down candle, right? So when you do that, what do you get? You get up, oops, and then you get a down. So literally what you do is you get a high, all right? And then vice versa, if you get a down candle and then you get an up candle, you get a low, if that makes sense. Okay, so this is a up and then this is a down, right? My white is a going up candle. So you take the highest point, which is the wick of this, is the high, right? And then you have a down candle and then you have an up candle. So you take the lowest point, which is the low at the moment. All right, guys, so that's how you just do it. So if you actually see, this was a high, this was a low, this was the previous high here. So this one, and this one broke, this white literally broke structure to the upside. All right, so overall, I will be, though technically this is a small break of structure, it could literally just be a fake out. But having said that, I want to be very mindful that um, we are not just going to assume that price is going to tank because there's liquidity right here to be grabbed. Okay, there's a whole lot of liquidity right at the bottom. Having said that, I also want to kind of quickly draw a fib just to see what the retracement looks like on this. So we were, oh no, I'm doing it. Okay, and we're going to do this uptrend here right now. So we were on a nice uptrend, if you guys can see, right? Can you see that? So we were on a nice uptrend, and then we broke to the downside here, and we came down. Okay, so having said that, I want to draw a fib just to see how much of a retracement the down gave us. Right. If you guys can see, it's between the 0.5 to 0.618. So this also tells me that technically we are good. We are on the uptrend. I am actually, yes. If you can see, our 200 moving average is not anywhere close to the candles as well as big up. So it's a proper nice uptrend. Okay. It hasn't really given me the downtrend feel as of yet in the monthly. Okay, guys. So just be very, very mindful of the higher time frame analysis. Okay, just gonna delete this. And I'm gonna delete all these drawings just so that when we drop down to the lower time frames, okay, we are very clean. Okay, guys, on a higher, on a monthly, we are definitely bullish. And if you can see here on a weekly, we are also bullish. We did do a drop like what we saw on a monthly, and then we had a break of structure here to the upside. Obviously, we were going up on the structure breaks and eventually broke this structure. But however, we failed to make a previous and next high, and we have been just like teetering at this zone. Okay. So we did break structure to the downside. Again, do you see prices just teetering? So really, I will be very, very careful. Like just because there's a structure break here does not mean we are already on the sell, which is what made me lose 1.5% the last time because I assumed a big drop was coming due to all the liquidity gaps that was, there, but at the bottom. But clearly, price decided to make up and. At the moment just technique here. So I do really need to see a push to the downside before I really decide that I am going to go for the stock. At the moment, even a daily is showing us a buy time frame. So like I said, I would prefer, though this would be considered a structure break right here, right? So we had a down and a up. So this is a low at the moment. Okay, hold on, I'll show you guys. Right, so we had a down candle, an up candle. This is the low at the moment, right? This is the high at the moment. Actually, we've got a low and a high and a low. We got a low and a high right here as well. So we could say technically this is a low, but I'm just gonna keep it here. I would like to see a structural break on this side here, this swing low, okay, before I actually really see what I want to do with um the charts, just because I'm so mindful of the fact that we are bullish. Having said that, I do want to show you guys something that we have here on a daily time frame, which is a fair value gap, right? So we could actually get price coming to tap into this fair value gap before it flies off. Obviously, we do have a whole lot of liquidity right there, zones right here as well, which you could draw smart money concepts at QC. So zone right here, this is your equilibrium. Like I said, fair value gap was right here. So you see, the thing about this is, guys, I've said that in my videos many times over, like whatever indicators you use, they can be used as an additional confluence, but you need to be able to draw stuff like that on your own, just so that if one day you don't have indicators, the question really is, are you able to trade or not? And I think that's the most important thing for a trader, not to be so reliant on an indicator, because at the end of the day, uh, um, I don't think that's really where the skill lies. Using indicators as an assistance to help you, that's great. But you must be able to kind of understand price action, market structure. What is it? Where do you think price action is going to? All this kind of good stuff. You really need to be uh, able to kind of spot them on your own, if that makes sense. Okay. However, you can consider this kind of a double top. So I do believe we are currently going down. Let's just drop to, let's say, 4 hours. Okay, so there we go. This is interesting here. Look, so we did a low here. We went up with the structure break right there with the break of this candle, right? So this bullish candle here broke structure at this point, and then we were on the upward momentum. And right here, this is really interesting. So look at this, guys. So where's my brush? Okay, so we had a low right here. Can you guys see it this week? Okay, let me make this bigger just so that you guys can see how I kind of just understand market structure for myself. So this is a low, and a up, yeah, a drop and a up. So basically, you got a low candle right there, okay, and then obviously this is your high, and then we moved further and we broke structure right there. If you guys can see, we broke structure. Okay, we did get a nice drop. However, we did also look at this. So we had a down and an up, right? This was an up and a, so this was my previous high, which it did not break at this point with this candle as of yet. If you guys can see, right? You know what it is, because it's so difficult to um yeah, because if you do not clear the brush, then it just keeps dropping. So at this point here, it did not close above. So this candle did not give us a break of structure. However, this candle did. Let me have a look. A high 3.5. Yeah, this candle did. So this gave us a small break of structure to the upside. But however, price did not respect that and go up. See, that's the thing about when we are trading those days with photos. I'm pretty sure this is just one of those days. It's 3rd of July, actually. Yeah, 10th of July. Oh, yeah, it's NFP week, isn't it? So it didn't respect that. It came right down and it broke structure. You can actually see it broke structure and it's nicely tanking down. So if you guys can see, I'm going to draw clearly. We had a fair value gap all the way. We can even draw it here. I would just draw this. You see, this is a gap. So it has come into the zone. This has filled it up, so there's no gaps here. So I would just be very mindful where we are heading to, because obviously we had a fair value gap right there, so price could come right there. However, there's a whole lot of liquidity here. There's a whole lot of liquidity at this area. Okay, yeah. So yeah, there's two areas here. I would be really, really mindful of. Obviously, do you see all that zones right at the bottom? Goodness, look at that. Um, okay. So I do think we are on a current sell at the moment with a nice drop here. However, we are on our fair value gap, so we could possibly see a retracement, a little bit of a retracement to the upside, right? And then we could see a drop, or it could just continue dropping. However, I think at this point of time, I am looking for sells, and target points will be periodic, right? So I would have a zone right here, which I'll be looking at, and also right at the bottom. And obviously, the main one is at this fair value gap right here. Okay, so I am going to drop price to 30 minutes right now. Let's just see where we are. We are still on a buy on a 30 minutes. I'm looking to see if we had a sell break. Okay, on our 15 minutes, look at this, guys. We are really coming down on our 15 minutes with nice sells, a small retracement coming right back down. Okay, so I think right now I would be looking for sells on a US30. Okay, so we had definitely had nice sells forming. So this could have been a nice sell drop down, and a retracement. It's forming nice pattern. So this was a nice drop retracement. This is going to be, let's see if this is structural break happens. I'll be looking for a small retracement up and then looking for a drop again. So this is probably my analysis for US30, looking for sales on a short term to all the points of interest, like all the zones again that I showed you guys. So just if you still haven't really learned how to mark up zones, YouTube it, but at the same time you can have this what do you call this? Indicator smart money concepts by Lux Algo. They're pretty decent as well. To kind of spot out fair value gaps, to spot out premium discount zones, equilibrium zones, and as well as just zones, liquidity zones. Okay, so I would at this point of time, I'm pretty sure I have. Oh, I thought I drew. Did I just delete all of them? Yes, I did. I kind of drew my sessions actually, which I'm going to mark them out again. Bear with me, guys. The reason I like to do that is because I like to see that whenever New York opens or any session that you're trading opens, you want. I'm going to do a 30th June to 30. This is in the morning. I'm going to do 30th June New York session. I'm just going to mark up, and then obviously we had an FP week, so I'm going to go straight to 4th of July New York, and then I'm going to start off with our okay 5th of July. That's today. That is Asian, and then we had oops, London, and then we have New York at 2:30 and New York close. There we go. Okay, guys, so I've marked up all the different sessions. I did have the previous 30th of June, but you can see during this period there was just a little bit of a teaser. Okay, so what I'm going to do is if I were to start off 4th of July, 5th of July, London. Okay, let's just start from the 5th of July. It'd be interesting to see what price has been doing. Okay, I'm going to draw the highs and the zone, the highs and the lows. So this is Asian. This is London. So let's just draw Asian, shall we? This is previous London. Asian, this is the high. Really, really tiny high. Okay, price did not come here to test, but then we had a low. Okay, this will be the low. Okay, so price did come here, do this candle right when London opened this morning and tanked right after. So it was not a liquidity sweep to the upside. Do you guys get that? Okay, so it's just literally been tanking for the whole of London session this morning. And obviously we need to plot. I'm gonna kind of, we don't even need to label this, or we can if we wanted to. Okay, this is Asian high. Okay, Asian low, which did do try and sweep this last candle off here really, and then tank. So it's not really, we can't really do anything with this. What we would really technically like to see is a sweep here and then to the upside structure break in order 5 minutes. Okay, so if I drop this to the 5 minutes, guys, you can see that. Okay, so we had the low right here. It broke. It did give us a little bit of to the upside, right? But right after that, it did tank, and yeah, started to form its lows. But this has been a nice. It would have been a nice catch in the morning today, to be fair. Okay, I'm going back up to 30 minutes, and obviously we can kind of mark up our lows for London session before New York opens, just to see where the liquidity sweeps happen, and you know. So this whole sweep here for this whole session range, so this will be the sweep I would have considered, which has been swept as well. You know, this is the previous highs, which I am actually going to just draw a marker here just so that I have them in view. Okay, just as a thing to see what price action, if price action does come up there. But I do feel like we are looking for nice sell setting up, guys. So just wait for the right entry after a retracement, a small retracement on a 5 minutes, and then look for a nice rejection and then downwards movement candle, or a pin buy if you're trading through moving averages and pin bar. Whichever your trading method is, look for a nice entry, watch your stop losses, and also just watch your trade. Just be mindful of your risk management, just because, like I said, it's NFP week, we can't really see. You can see nice volatility. It means that if you're in the right direction, you're with the trend, you possibly could catch nice pips, but you could also see long wicks, and that's really quite nasty when price does that. Okay, so just gonna wait for New York Open, see if any setups happen, and see you guys again tomorrow with another video.